Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. I'll warn you now, my internet is not the greatest, so we'll try it. If it doesn't work out, we'll just keep seeing what we can do. But welcome to my replay and or welcome to the live. Once you hop on, welcome to the live or the replay. Once you hop on, say hi in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from. I happen to be in central Kansas. So yeah, it looks like my internet's back up. So now I'm a little flat. I lost my place. I happen to be live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your comment feed, that person may be viewing and commenting from a different platform. Also, there is a permission link in the description of the video in my private Facebook group. If you happen to be watching from there and you would like to give StreamYard permission to pin your profile name and pic to your comment, just click that link and allow StreamYard permission to do that. If you choose not to, that's okay. Just know that you will show up, your comment will show up as a Facebook user in my comment feed. I'll say hi to you, but I won't know who to say hi to. And if at any time during the what you see, make sure you're spreading the chocolate around Facebook and YouTube. Hit the heart button, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, follow, turn on any live notifications on either platform. And once you spread the chocolate love, make sure you tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. With that, let's go ahead and flip the camera. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. Sorry, my overhead camera is a little slow on the uptick. Miss Stacia is watching. Hello. So I have, well, it's a new to me product. It was new to Couture months ago. I just have not taken the time or had the opportunity to play with it. But tonight we are playing with the brand new 5x7-ish drop-in box frame. Hello, Miss Margie. So you get this white box frame. The outer dimensions are 7.5 by 9.5. And then the inside dimensions are 5.5 by 7.5. So any of your size A's will work. Some of your size B's depending on the design. But the cool feature, and let me tell you also, it's a thick girl, double C thick. It's about 1 3/8 thick. So that's a pretty thick box frame. Jason's laughing at me. That's his new catchphrase, double C thick. And so the cool thing about this drop frame is it has this slot at the top, and it has slots on the inside of the frame. So it also comes with these 3 inserts, and these are covered. It's kind of a heavy chipboard, and it's covered in the chalk suede material. So these literally drop in. And so you have one side, and then you have the other side. And it comes with 3 different inserts, but you can also purchase a package of 3 additional inserts. So lots of home decor, seasonal, holiday, evergreen options. And again, the caveat to Couture, the piece de resistance, is that one frame, one surface, lots of holiday seasons and evergreen designs. So all you have to store are the transfers and your inserts. Pretty cool. And so there are, let me pull out another transfer. So Couture also created some transfers that will go along with these. So this one is Today Will Be Amazing in Freedom. So you get 2 for 1. And there's also a Canadian version of this. So if you are a Canadian resident, instead of the American flag, it is the Canadian maple leaf and something similar. I don't remember what it is, but I'm in the US, so I got the US version. For Easter, they had this transfer. Let me take it out. I always forget it. It glares really bad. But I believe this one is retired. I never even got a chance to use it, but it was the Rabbit & Co. and then the Sure to Grow. So you have an Easter spring transfer on one side and then a floral peony transfer on the other. I'm assuming if they keep the drop-in frame that they will create additional transfers that are made specifically for this. I think the transfers are great because you get 2 designs on one transfer. More bang for your buck. And, you know, our bucks have to go a lot farther this year than they used to, so that's another good thing. So let's slide our insert out. This is super great. It is, I don't know if it's laggy on your end, but it is super laggy on my end. So this is a Couture silkscreen transfer. It is adhesive backed and it is reusable about 8 to 12 times depending on how well you take care of it. Because it's reusable, I do want to write something on the back side note so that I can note that when I am done cleaning the transfer, I know that this side is the front side and that's the transfer. The transfer needs to go on this side. Will you tell me if it's laggy on your guys' end? I feel like Max Hedron in here. So you'll also notice that there's a cut line on the transfer. See that line that goes straight across? You can cut your transfer and the backer sheet into 2 separate pieces, but I like to keep my backer sheet intact. So I just pull up a little corner and then I just score along that line. And because this insert is that chalk suede paper material, I want to fuzz, and I'm also going to wax just a little bit. So I'm going to pull it off the backer sheet, put it on my fuzz towel, and let that hang out for just a bit. Do I sound choppy too? I look really, it's telling me my internet's fine. When I got on, it was really laggy, but Jason says it's lagging earlier, seems normal now. Well, hang with me. Hopefully it'll kind of work itself out. So I'm just using the surface wax. And I'm just going to wax gently. Mainly, I just don't, because this is a paper product, your transfers will stick. They will stick a lot. And if you pull too much on your transfer when you're pulling it off, it'll actually make the transfers kind of roll up on itself. And after it does that, it doesn't like to work as well. Kind of buffing it out. Oh. Hello, Miss Benita. How are you? Long time no see. So we are using the new to me. It's been out for a couple months. I just haven't used it. The new drop-in frames. So that is the slot where your inserts go. This is one of the 3 chalk suede inserts that go inside the drop frame. So because, again, it's a paper product, I have waxed the insert. And I'm going to fuzz the snot out of my... Oops, I'm on the wrong side. I need the terry cloth side. So I'm going to fuzz this transfer to knock back as much of that adhesive as I can so that my transfer doesn't get wrecked when I pull it off. Okay. Ooh. My fuzz towel is dirty. So I'm just going to use the edges as a guide. I'm actually going to slide it in. It looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to burnish where my silk screen is. And then tonight we're going to be using Colonial Blue, Candy Apple Red, Black Velvet, and then if we do the second one, we'll add some other colors. I pulled out Meadow because the other one has some greenery and some florals. So we'll add some different colors. But let's do this Americana one first because it's that time of the year. Who else thinks it's crazy that next week is June? It's just unreal. Okay, so I'm going to do the stripes red, the word freedom in black, and the stars down here in blue. So I'm just going to get a squeegee. This one is a small squeegee that I've cut. I'm just going to pick up some of this blue on my squeegee. Jason says, nuts, this year is flying by. I feel like you blink and a whole month goes. So I'm just applying it to the silk screen with the stars in it. And then I'm going to come back in and pull off all of the excess and put it back in my jar. And I'm going to even out my squeegee lines. Bonita says, you can say that again, Jason. It's just crazy. The older I get, the time just goes faster. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up just because I don't want my silk screen to dry in I don't want my paste to dry in my silk screen. And when you're pulling your transfers off of the chalk suede, be really careful not to pull back this way. Kind of pull up towards the ceiling. That will keep your transfer from curling as much. I learned that the hard way. The more you pull back, the more your transfer on the backer sheet well after that. That happens a lot when I use the chalk suede. It also happens when I chalk on the Aiden boards, those porcelain steel boards. The transfers stick like glass. So remember to pull straight up, not straight up toward the ceiling, not straight back toward you. I'm going to do the black portion last. I've learned the hard way that I leave the black color till last. Oh, this needs a little bit of water. If your paste get a little stiff on you, just add a little bit of distilled water. You shouldn't have to, but with the new formula, but I still have, I don't know, I still have a little bit of issues with pastes seizing up a little bit. And they're a little harder to work with when they seize up. So you kind of want them to be a yogurt, sour cream consistency, more sour creamish probably. I like these stainless stir sticks because with the little Couture stir sticks, I always get it all over myself. So to stir my chalk paste, I use these little stainless steel cocktail stirrers. Okay, now let's try it. Sorry. That's a little better. So I'm just applying it to the striped silkscreen area. It's still a little thick and stiff, but we'll get it worked. The thicker your paste is, the harder you have to push, which then gives you a greater chance of squishing your chalk paste underneath the transfer. A lighter hand, the better. Once you hop on, say hi so I know you're here. And if there's a few little bleeds, that's okay. Just kind of gives you that vintage look that's kind of so popular. So now I'm going to burnish it kind of where the word freedom is. And then we'll get our black. And I'm going to use a multi-tool to get into that little tight spot. Kind of pasted a little bit of red in there, but hopefully this black will cover it. So I'm just going to flip it around so I can get the other edges of the words. And then I'm going to kind of angle my multi-tool so that I can get down and kind of pull off the excess without hopefully going into that red. Hang that over. Let's dry that. I missed a little bit of the F, but it's okay. So I'm going to move these off. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to wash the transfers. I haven't done this for a while, but I've noticed the sooner you wash your transfers, the easier they are to clean. So all you need is a water source. So I just usually keep a little tub of water near me, or I just go straight to the utility sink. I'm going to stand up because this tub's a little taller. So I just kind of rub it on the bottom and get some of that paste wet again. I have the paste side down right now, and then I'll flip it over, and I just use a board eraser. These work great, not only for your boards, but for your transfers. And you just wipe down, and I usually go one direction, so I'll start from the middle and go to this end, and then I'll flip it over, and I'll start from the middle and go towards that end. But you can see not all of my paste is out yet, so what you need to do is flip it over to the back side and then wipe your board eraser on the back side. That's I never get calls ever, and I've had 2 since I started going live. So this is the ticket. That's how you get your transfers clean. That paste just somehow wants to stick in that silk screen. So once you flip them over, it kind of releases the rest of the paste. And so then I just need to get out a towel. And so then I put it sticky side up on the towel. And then we can get a little disinfecting wipe out. I can seat back down. Tell me in the comments, do you prefer to sit when you craft, or do you prefer to stand when you craft? Sitter. I don't know. I've tried to stand. I mean, when I'm busy multitasking and doing 452 things at once, then sometimes I'll stand. But if I'm working on one project, I'm a sitter. In fact, my favorite way to craft is what I call couch crafting. Bonita sits when she crafts. Okay, so once these are dry, if it's an older transfer and if it's a darker teal transfer, I'll put it right back on its backer sheet. But these newer manufactured ones that are lighter, fully dry, because if you put them on the backer sheet, when they're wet, those backer sheets are thinner than they used to be. It will warp your backer sheet, and it kind of warps your transfer. So let these dry, and I just air dry them sticky side up for about 20-25 minutes, probably less, and then they're good to go. Just a little helpful tip. Stacia likes to sit. Okay, before we move on to the next, we'll do the back side. I just wanted to show you what that looks like in the frame. But let's do a little something to the frame. So it's super cute the way it is. You can paint these. You could sand them completely down and restain them. You can leave them white. You can add, I've seen people add the half beads to the front, which is super cute little detail. You could add decorative tacks. But I'm going to distress it and see if I can make it look vintage. It's a little too clean right now. Let's get this Big Daddy out that we were using last week. Or the other night. So this is 80 grit sandpaper. So I'm just going to go along the edges. Ouch. I'm going to really sand it down. Sorry for the noise. where to get those corners. Ouch. Oh, that's hot. Put my sandpaper over and forgot that side was going to be hot. Okay, clean that off now. So I just have it, I've got it just kind of hanging above to the side of me. Oops, I missed this side. Trying to get some of that sandpaper off. Get this side very well. Okay. You could also go a step farther if you had any ink, distress ink, archival ink, dark wax. Let's try ground espresso. And I just keep my little blending foam in the back. It distorts it, it kind of misshapes it a little bit, but not terrible. Let's see what this does. But it darkens it up pretty good. But you could use dark wax if you preferred that look. You could even put some on the frame, just kind of really grunge it up. You could even just take the ink pad itself if you just wanted to do the edges only. Look at that. So I have ground espresso, black soot, vintage photo, and hickory smoke. So that's kind of what it looks like. Okay, so let's put our frame back in, or our insert back in. Oops. Helps if you're on the right end. Oops. I guess it could have been that way, but there we go. Sorry if it's kind of choppy. It's really choppy on my end. Jason says that looks great. It'd be fun to add. I think I found these at Walmart. I don't know. Could figure out a way to add those in. You can even tie some twine around it. I know I haven't done the other side yet, but where's my? Let's get some thin twine out. Baker's twine would be really pretty if you had red. Baker's twine. I have blue. Let's see, I have red. Let's try some of that. And I have blue. Maybe we'll try some of that. Maybe we could add all three. How about that? Bonita says she likes it a lot. So if you haven't gotten these drop-in frames, you should get some because they are super versatile. You can spray paint them. You could use your craft paint. I kind of went a little thick on the ink, but that's okay. So I just have the three colors. I have red baker's twine, blue baker's twine, and just regular jute twine. Let's go around again now that I've... Hey, Kendria, just hopping on to say a quick hello. Amy's going to go live in Creative to talk about craft shows at 8. I miss Creative, but I literally had like $5 in my wallet and just couldn't justify it anymore. So tell everyone hi for me. Tell them I miss them. Thanks for hopping on. Okay. Oops. I'm going to knock everything over. So I'm just going to cut these. I picked the dullest pair of scissors I could get. Okay. And I'll fancy all this up when I get it all tied together. So I'm going to pull it super tight. I'm going to put my finger down on that half knot that we just made. And then I'm going to pull my tails to finish the knot. And then you can kind of, I didn't get it. Even though I pulled tight, it's still, you could even, if you don't want them that far apart, you could scrunch them together. And then I like to take my tails and I capture all of the strands into another knot, just to kind of keep everything together. Just, again, personal preference. And then you can pull everything back down too. Let's pull these down. Okay. Need to find some greenery, or I could, a big wooden star would be really cute. Let's just tie a knot for right now, or tie a bow. That works for now. I need to look in my stash and see if I have any little stars that I can add on. Okay, now might as well go ahead and do the other side since we have a side B real quick. So that took like 30 minutes. Let's pop it back out and we'll do the other side. So let me let's put a different towel down. I'm going to put a towel down just so I don't scratch up that side. Let's re-wax it. Get some of this mess out of the way. Oh wait, yep. So I'm just going to wax just to keep my transfer from sticking so much that it curls up when I pull it off. Then it doesn't work as well. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do the ladybug. I'm dig through my stash. Well, that won't look good either. We'll just do the ladybug. I was going to put the United States. I have an older transfer, but then it doesn't sit the right way. That was weird. Oh, my lights just dimmed. Hello, everybody. If you're just now hopping on, say hi in the comments. Tell me you're still here. So we've already done the freedom on this side, so I'm just turning it over. I waxed the front for this other side, and now we're going to put the ladybug on there. So this will be a cute summer design to offset the 4th of July. In fact, I just happened to see my first ladybug today. Okay, let's get a few of our detail tools out and multi-tools, because we'll probably need those. Okay, so of course we'll do the ladybug. Of course, she's going to have white spots, unless I can go back in maybe with a chalk marker and paint them black. So we'll do red. The body parts will all be black, but I'll do those last. You need to, so tell me, should I do the text in black, or should I incorporate blue into all the text? And then we'll do all the greenery, green, and then there's a few flowers. Let's do, just to keep in theme with well, you pull out some dusky blue, but you could use ocean mist. I don't think that color's available. And then I'm just gonna find last month's color of the month, but I don't see it. Oh, yes I do. Is that too purple? Yep. Never mind. So I'll just use dusty blue. Mine is emerald, but you could use, it's the equivalent of meadow. I mean, I could probably use eucalyptus. Would you use meadow or eucalyptus? Well, let's work on the ladybug. Something fell. Okay, so let's work on the ladybug first, although actually no. Let's do the greenery first. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull as I paste, so I want to try to work from out to in. So we'll do all the greenery. And hopefully I didn't get my green too soupy. And then dusky blue would be great for the words. You're partial to eucalyptus. Yeah, I don't know. I may stick with some of the brighter colors. I was just going to use colonial blue for the text. Maybe not. Just going to go ahead and do that green. Ooh, my green is soupy. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that. Again, remember to try to pull straight up toward the ceiling. And I'm doing this just because I don't want all of my paste to dry in the silkscreen. So I'm kind of pulling it up as I go. Okay, so then we'll come up here. This stuff's definitely like cake. It's like cake batter. I got it super thin. I have to remember that that is a ladybug leg, not some greenery. Let's change up. Oh, I've never even used this. Oh, and I think it's already retired. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so this is dusky blue, but I do think it's retired, but you can use ocean mist. You could probably even add a little bit of storm to colonial blue to get the same color. Hurry, Robin, hurry. Afraid my green's gonna dry. Okay. So just pulling that straight up toward the ceiling. If you're hopping on, say hi. Hello, Miss Sharon. Sorry I missed you earlier. Haven't seen you on for a while. Welcome back. So my streaming platform doesn't tell me who's on unless you say hi. That's the only way I know you're on. I am watching in my private group, but that group is private, so I don't, I can see who's on my phone. And if you don't say hi, I don't know whether I should say hi to you or not. Just trying to keep everything on the down low if you want to stay private. So there's a few people that are on. I'm not ignoring you, but if you want me to say hi, just holler at me and I'll say hi back. Otherwise, I will keep your anonymity. I'm making a mess. I'm going to go ahead and pull that piece just to release the paste from that, from the transfer. So we're using the drop-in. This is one of the inserts. It comes with 3. So you can easily change out your decor. So on the other side, we've already done a 4th of July design. So if you missed that, you're welcome to go back and watch the replay. And so now we're doing the other side with this ladybug. Okay, so I'm just going to burnish. There's little flowers up here. I probably should have gotten those when I did the green down there, but I wanted to make sure I got that green portion away. Okay, so let's do the rest of the screen. Sorry, I'm kind of concentrating, although it's a fine line between talking too much while I'm live and being too quiet. Sharon says that's looking good. Thank you. Let's get this dried and then we'll work on the interior. So I'm getting ready to put some 4th of July patriotic and some summer and a few Father's Day items in my booth at Junk in the Trunk, locally here in Salina. So if you want to get out for a bit, make sure you head over there and check it out. Just trying to figure, I think I'm done with dusky blue. Ooh. Try to get these lids on. It's not on, but I think we'll just stick to red and black for the ladybug and the text. So let's do the ladybug. So we have 2 sizes of squeegees. So we have, this one is considered small, and this one is considered the mini. And so don't be afraid to cut your squeegees up. So I wanted one, before we had the multi-tools, you know, we needed a little squeegee to get inside some of those smaller areas. So don't be afraid to cut these up. You can even cut these up to where it's just half of it. So that's what I have here, is just a half of a small squeegee. I didn't really want a full-size mini squeegee. And sometimes those multi-tools, you have to go over it so many times that you end up with lots of squeegee marks. So that's where cutting up your squeegees is helpful. I hope that made sense. It made sense in my mind. I know what I'm talking about. You may not have a clue what I'm trying to tell you, but oops, just colored in his leg. I'm just trying to pull off the excess and even out all those squeegee lines. Okay, now let's pull. Remember, on the chalk suede, pull up towards the ceiling. Don't pull back this way, because you will curl your transfer. What a cute little ladybug. And if you want his spots to be black, you can come back in with either some black chalk paste and a paintbrush. You could use a chalk marker. You could probably even get away with just a black Sharpie. If you wanted your ladybug to have black parts. I'm going to come in here. Actually, I'm going to come in here with a multi-tool. Kind of make sure I've got his legs varnished down well and his head. And so all the rest of this will be black. Let's come in here with a detail tool. It is a super fine squeegee. So we'll just get his legs here. Do his antenna. Kind of looking like a hot mess right now, but we'll get it worked out. So now I'll come back in with the multi-tool. I'm going to turn it around and paste away from the red where I've already chalked. So let's release that. Oh, it's a cute little ladybug. Hey, Miss Ashley. Make sure if you're hopping on, say hi so I know you're here. Okay, so now let's get the text. So if you're just now hopping on, we are finishing the second side of our drop-in box frame. Let's do this here. So A was a patriotic design, so I'll show that to you when we're all finished. But this is the newer drop-in box frame. I think it came out, I'm not for sure which release it came out. I just have not used it yet. I just have not gotten around to doing some of the new surfaces. Let's pull that up. Dry that area. And then all we have left is the word today. And then we will be done. See, when you use the multi-tool, it takes a lot of passes, so I get a lot of excess squeegee lines. So that's why I sometimes just use the small squeegees that I cut up. I do like the control of the multi-tool. It feels like you're holding a pen or a pencil. You just end up with a lot of squeegee lines that you have to go back and fix. Let's make sure that I got all that. Ta-da! All right, let's get that dry. I don't want to mess that up. Thank you, Mr. Jason. Okay, let's get the lid on that one. Let's just add to my collection over there. Oops, I got it. So there is side B of the drop-in frame. Sorry, I have black paste all over me. And this is side A. So make sure so this is the new drop-in frame. We grunched it up a little bit, but it has a super chunky frame. So you drop your little insert in this way. So you have this on one side, and I haven't done anything to the other side. It's still super clean. So then you have this one. Benita says, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That looks great. Super great. Thank you. So again, remember, this comes with, the drop-in frame comes with, I can find it, got it buried under here. Comes with 3 different inserts. So the insert that's in it, and then 2 other ones. And I think up to 2 will store inside of it. You can't get the 3rd one in, but you could keep 2 of them. So again, super versatile decor. And we also sell a 3-pack of additional inserts. So right here you have 12. I mean, you could put a design for every month on here, and you just have one frame. Super versatile. It's what Couture was designed for, was one surface, multiple designs. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and do our giveaway from this morning's check-in. So if you're not familiar, every Monday and Wednesday, I do, let me change a few things. I do, let me hold it up. I do a check-in post on my Facebook page every Monday and Wednesday morning. So if you answer the question that I ask on Mondays and Wednesdays, then you automatically get entered into the Happy Mail giveaway that I do on the live that night. No purchase necessary. You don't even need to be present to win. As long as you're in the contiguous United States, then I will send you some Happy Mail. Sadly, I can't do any international or non-contiguous states. So with that, let's go ahead and do our drawing. I'm just sharing screen. I'm just looking over here at my computer. Sorry. So let's share the screen. Let me make sure you guys can see what I can see. Whew. This is super slow. Okay, you guys can see it. So I'm going to make sure it's catching up with me. Okay, so let's hit start. It's not coming up on my phone. Oh wow, everything's just thing. Sorry about that. I'll see what happens there. Yeah, my screen froze for a bit. Anyway, did you? If you didn't hear, Amanda was the winner, so congratulations. Again, this is what we made. Side A and side B. Although I forgot to color in the, I need to color in the ladybug spots. Okay, so I'm going to hop off for the evening. Check out, don't forget, there's some specials that are going on this month. You have we have a week, well, we have basically a week left of May if you want to hop in on the club transfer for the month, or the color of the month, or the color craze, buy 3 pastes or inks, get 1 free. There's some new summer transfers that unpaused. The busy notebook try me kit. Trying to think off the top of my head. I think that's about it. So with that, I'm going to hop off. I will see you this weekend. Go check out my booth at Junk in the Trunk at Central Mall in Salina. I'm going to be adding some new patriotic summer and Father's Day items before the weekend. Check that out. Thanks for your support, and I will see you this weekend. Have a great rest of your week.